Hi, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of Boys Town Donor Week. My name is Gabby, and I am your host for the week. We are joined live today here with David, who is a 2005 Boys Town alumnus. David, how are you doing today?
Doing good, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to have you on. It's Donor Week, so for all of you watching out there who support Boys Town, we are going live every day to tell stories of alumni like David and community partners, as well as some fun quizzes and trivia. So stay tuned. We've got something every day to basically say thank you. Thank you for supporting our mission and making these success stories that we're telling possible. Before we get into our discussion with David, I want to remind everyone that we are doing a live giveaway. So if you're watching live here, we are doing a giveaway for these items I'm showing here on the screen. And if you want to enter to win, go ahead and just leave a comment below. Let us know why you support Boys Town, and we'll draw the winner here live at the end. And then we're also doing a grand prize for the whole week. So that's going to be a paver, which is a personalized paver that's going to be part of the Boys Town Education Center opening this fall. So I'm going to add up all the comments throughout the week. So even if you aren't live, if you're watching this later tonight, still comment, let us know why you support, and we'll draw that winner at the end. Anyway, all right, David, how is it going? Let's get into these discussion questions. Please tell us more about yourself and when you graduated from Boys Town. I know I said 2005 already, but maybe tell
Yep.
us more about what your time was like there.
So kind of I arrived in Boys Town the winter of 2000
Mm-hmm.
and lost broken little kid, straight out of a juvenile facility detention. From there, I went to Boys Town in Grand Island. At the time, I was the longest standing citizen in Boys Town. So, I don't know, I kind of wore like a pride of honor. Like I was
Yeah.
like an old veteran in Grand Island. When the home finally became available in that winter, I arrived on Wall Street at the Greer's home, and it was yeah, culture shock. It was definitely different than Boys Town Grand Island. It was a lot more open, more family oriented. Yeah, and it's just a game changer. When I arrived there, it was just one positive outcome and result after another. And so I don't even know where to begin. I could sit here for hours, but yeah.
Yeah. So backtracking, before you arrived to Boys Town, tell us a little bit more about David before that. What were the struggles that you were facing?
Oops. Before Boys Town, I'm born and raised in San Diego, California, from a Latin, background, upbringing. Mom, grandma, always working, so it left a lot of opportunity for my older brother and I and cousins to get into a lot of trouble. Uh, didn't necessarily come from a bad family. It just, again, we didn't really have anyone there to point us in the right direction, so to speak. And yeah, got in a lot of troubles. Fighting was kind of our thing, fighting against other kids in other neighborhoods, but always sports. I always found solace and pride in sports. And so that kind of kept me in the right circle of friends, the right circle of men, women who would advocate on my behalf because I was a good kid. I just made knucklehead and bonehead decisions. And yeah, so long story short, I was moved around and we ended up living in Wahoo, Nebraska, a very small town about an hour outside of Omaha. My stepfather was a superintendent for a cement company, and yeah, it landed us in Wahoo. And out of all places, a little brown kid in Wahoo didn't fit in too good, and so that came with its own set of struggles and battles. I was deemed almost automatically as being a troublemaker, and I don't necessarily look at it like that, but it brought me to Boys Town, and so I'm thankful for being a troublemaker, so to speak.
So when you stepped foot on Boys Town's campus, what were you feeling initially?
Scared.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know who to trust. Didn't know what it was. I just didn't know. I was literally lost. I was just hoping. I had a good feeling because of that or juvenile detention, and so in that regard, I was excited. I knew we had the opportunity to play sports. And so, in that aspect, I was stoked because I'm like, man, I've always excelled in sports, but I was always getting in trouble for this,
Right.
that, or the other, and didn't necessarily have the environment in which I could thrive in. And so, when I
Mhm.
arrived to Boys Town, I was scared,
Yeah.
but I stuck it through, and I think I thrived in the process. I really did. I loved it.
Yeah. What sports were you involved in at
I was
Boys?
a year-round athlete, football,
Yeah.
track, and wrestling. I like to stay busy. Some of our coaches say, you get too lazy sitting around, or you get, you get lazy sitting around. You got to stay active. And a lot of our coaches, they would push us too. Our football coach would say, wrestle. Wrestle will make you a better football player. Run
Yeah.
track to help you stay in condition for football. So, yeah, I stayed busy year-round and lettered in varsity, all three sports, all 4 years I was there.
Mhm. Yeah. I love hearing the sports memories of our alumni because I know you had mentioned that you'd played sports before, but a lot of the kids that come to Boys Town have never played organized sports, have never
Yeah.
been on a team or really learned kind of the skill sets of being a good teammate and following direction and
Yep.
being led by a coach even is a
Yeah.
leadership opportunity they had never really undergone. So, do you have any favorite sports memories?
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I know one of my favorite that me and some of the other alumni, we talk about it here and there when we get the opportunity to get together. But I would probably have to go back to the Wahoo Newman Boys Town rivalry. Uh,
Yeah.
at the time in the early 2000s, Wahoo Newman, they were kind of the powerhouse in C1 football.
Mhm.
And Boys Town was always competitive, but we would just never, ever get over that hill. And my senior year was the first time we finally beat the state champs. And that I just remember not just the football team, but I just remember the whole stadium, the whole Boys Town crowd just losing it, going bananas. And that was just, I don't know, it was fairy tale almost. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was super fun memory.
Yeah. And like all the hard work you put together as a team to, especially your senior year, have
Oh
that
yeah.
so special.
Yeah, it was fun.
So tell us more about being in the family home program. What was it like living with the other boys? And tell us more about your family teachers.
Uh family home program was, I think, the game changer. I think that's what I think put the punctuation mark on, I think my successful development is because, again, not necessarily saying I didn't come from a loving family, but when your parents, they're just working to try to make ends meet. I didn't know what it was like, sitting down as a family regularly, having family topics, and it being a point of emphasis to, hey, you're going to lead the discussion tonight at the dinner table. Do you have any topics that you would like to discuss? That was kind of new to me and a little alien-esque, but at the same time super thankful because I find myself today as a parent instilling those same qualities in my kids, my nieces, my nephews. Hey, what's a topic of conversation versus just sitting there with your head down looking like a weirdo in your phone? Let's have a conversation. So super appreciative of that.
Yeah, we love hearing that too, because if you compare even the families at Boys Town to even just a normal regular family, it's like no phones at all. So really, we don't even
Yeah.
have phones at the dinner table. And then, you kind of leave Boys Town and you're like, wait, what? People don't
Yeah.
just talk about things at dinner, and
Yep.
it's great new qualities. So glad you mentioned that. What about your housemates? Do you have any fun stories with them or reflecting back?
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of good fun stories. We were pretty fortunate. I was
Yeah.
in a house full of varsity athletes, so we were lucky to the fact that the majority of our kids were mature enough, knew how to handle disagreements, knew had coping skills when they're having a difficult day, whatnot. So I guess in that regard, we were super lucky because we didn't have to worry about some kid going out of control because he couldn't get a sweet snack or something, um, Yeah, we were varsity athletes. We leaned on each other. Those are till this day. Those guys are still my brothers. We hang out. We reach out. We talk regularly. And if we don't talk regularly, when we do talk, it seems like we never skipped a beat. Those truly are not just like he ain't heavy, he's my brother motto. Like those guys and gals truly are, like my brothers, my sisters, and I hold them in that regard to this day.
Mhm. Yeah. So tell us the differences of David, who first came to Boys Town feeling nervous and scared of what was ahead, and then David when he graduated.
Whew. Well, first of all, when I showed up, I didn't have any teeth. I was in a car accident because I
Oh
stole a vehicle and I needed frontal dental surgery and
my.
skin grafts. My face was pretty messed up. On top of all the emotional damage I had when I arrived, there was, some physical damage to my appearance, to my self-confidence. I always had a beautiful smile, and when that disappeared, it was a blow. So when I did show up to Boys Town with no teeth, one outfit, maybe two outfits of clothes, compared to when I graduated, I had an opportunity as homecoming king. I was a captain of the football team, had an opportunity to wrestle at state, on our championship singlets, which were coolest in the state, by the way, it was just, it was a game changer. It really helped propel me to who I am today. It helped me understand that with hard work and with consistency and determination and objectives that you literally can overcome anything. And not to sound cliche, but like it's super true, perseverance. And that's something that I think a lot of us kids from Boys Town kick the crap out of any other kid in other schools because they're just not Boys Town kids.
Right. Yeah, totally different upbringing, different circumstances, and to triumph and overcome all of that, especially with the help of our donors out there, is an incredible testimony for sure. So we just have a few more questions for David. So I want to remind everyone, if you are watching live and you want to win these items or be included in our Paver Grand Prize giveaway, go ahead and leave a comment below and you'll be qualified. Okay, so I've got here, just 4 more questions.
Right.
Okay, so tell us about your life today. I'd love to hear more about you being a small business owner and a father, as much as you'd like to share.
Yeah, so you pretty much hit the nail on the head. That's my life nowadays. I operate a small construction company, and I enjoy being a father. We recently had our son. He's going to be a year old next month.
Oh, congrats.
He's my pride. I'm going to try not to get emotional because I get just everything that I've gone through in life has really prepared me for me to be a father to my son, and wow, what an incredible opportunity, blessing, something that I hold in such a high regard. I can hear even some of the coaches from Boys Town, it's like, hey, our job's not just to coach you to be athletes, our job's to coach you to be good young men and good fathers and good husbands, and
Oh my, yes. It's true. I mean, we did a video shoot earlier this year, and it was all about dreams and what our kids dream about. And one of our kids said, my dream is to have a family, and I want to treat my family the way that Boys Town treats their family.
yes.
And I'm going to do that. And here you are, a real example of someone doing that. So it's incredible.
Yeah. So, family, work. I think just like every other, hardworking American out there, just extremely, extremely thankful. I don't know. These emotions caught me off guard.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah. And to hear it coming from someone with such emotion, and to be able to share this during our donor week, we can share things all the time of, here's how Boys Town helps, here's what we do, here's how your donation impacts, but to really hear and say, here I am, I'm David, and I went to Boys Town, and this is how it helped me, is wonderful. So we appreciate the emotion and you sharing your story.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of my last question here before we draw our giveaway winner. I'm going to get the wheel spun here and get that going. But we do have a lot of donors watching. So what would you like to say to them for what they've done for you and what we continue to do for our kids?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. You know, I know it's easy to maybe just out of obligation feel like it's the right thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
but to have a true sense and understanding of what your donations do for kids like me who are lost, hopeless, to get them back on track. You know, some of the most honest and loyal, genuine, successful people I know come from some of the most hard, bumpy roads and beginnings. So to be a part of Boys Town and what you guys done for us, man, and I could just go on for days of all the number of successful alumni that I'm proud to know and call my brother and sister, man. It's just up to our donors. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching and tuning into our donor week. If you missed our live yesterday, we went live with Josh and Katie Reed, who Josh graduated in 2020. Katie just graduated this past May, and you can check out their story. Tomorrow, we're going to be live with Holly, who she is a 2015 alum. We can hear more about her story. And the moment you've all been waiting for is the giveaway winner. So the winner today for these items, drum roll, please, is, I don't know if you can see my phone, Green Zane. So Green Zane, congratulations. We'll shoot you a message and we'll get you that prize. But we'll add up all the comments, like I said, for our grand prize giveaway. So keep commenting if you watch this later in the day and weren't able to join live. So thank you so much, David, for your time. We really appreciate hearing more.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll catch you guys tomorrow at noon Central Time and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.